Good morning, my friends. It is Sunday, October 19th, 6:57 a.m. 7:57 a.m., sorry. I'm really very tired. Insomnia strikes again. Been having insomnia really badly in most of September. And a lot of stress and everything. In June, my phone got threatened to get stolen, and they were both missing after. And so forth and so forth. Anyways, let's get down to now. Insomnia strikes back again. Cannot sleep all night long. 3:30 in the morning, either the two neighbors down the hall caused trouble. One of them claims to be Mete and has changed his name twice. Says name drunk and everything to me. So he's a racist scam artist as far as I'm concerned. But also, it could have been law enforcement of some kind saying that. I had insomnia all night anyway. So anyways, native drunk is a very racist term. That is racial discrimination. When other people drink 10 times worse than me. Caucasians drink, all kinds of people, racists drink. Interesting how the racism keeps on going on. But yeah, it is what it is. Also, I want to talk about two instances that happened just a few days ago. I passed out or something on the bus. I remember it was crowded and I just passed out. I woke up. The bus was empty. Paramedics were looking over me. The day after I passed out in front of this, and just after the LCBO, I think, or before, I'm not sure. But yeah, the same thing happened. I got dizzy. I didn't eat that day. But I'm stressed out due to extreme harassment from some people living in my area, and they know who they are, causing emotional pain and suffering. And the threats in June from whoever it was giving me that threatening text about stealing my phones and all that. Well, that caused a lot of hospital trips, including an odd skin breakout where I saw the skin specialist, the infectious disease specialist, and a sexual disease specialist, and all tests proved that it was nothing. So you can't tell me all those scabs, all those pus-filled open wounds were nothing. They found nothing. I saw all specialists. They tested for everything, and I saw all the specialists at the hospital, and it was nothing apparently. So you tell me that's a stress reaction of some kind? Who knows? If so, then that's the most physical, most extreme case of a stress reaction due to the harassment and threats I've been going through in the past few months. Someone even tried to grab me off my bike when I was riding my bike down Meter Street. And I saw that guy in the building just a month after. The same guy who tried to grab me off my bike saying I'm stealing the bike, but it was my bike. I had that bike forever. You guys know that. I bought my own. Everything's provable. And then he said it belonged to his friend. And his friend was down the street with a bike. He had a bike anyway, so they're trying to rob me of my bike while I was on it. Someone took a call 911 and got a picture of them while calling 911. That was months ago, back before my phone. I got threatened for my phones being stolen and so forth. And this one guy was in my building when I came home. The guy, I'm like, that's the guy who tried to throw me off my bike and try to steal my bike. So they all know each other in the building. So it's kind of obvious that they all know of each other at least. And it could be a big conspiracy, a big setup. They could be in big trouble and so forth. Whenever I left the apartment, I heard some defamation toward me. People yelling out the window at me some names. Some people even attacked him in my YouTube channel, accusing me of being this. The other one who really harassed me, she's using my full name to all my neighbors, talking to everybody. I don't even use her name. I don't use her address, but she's telling everybody about everything personal about me. That's defamation, my friend. That is defamation. But, yeah. It is causing emotional pain and suffering. And if, I don't know about that skin lesion thing, but that apparently was nothing. Skin specialist, infectious disease specialist, STI specialist, no MRSI, no nothing, unknown. Stress reaction apparently of some kind at an extreme point. I had no idea that stress could manifest itself in skin lesions and so forth. But you watch that movie, there's something about Mary. I remember that it's a comedy movie. I remember the guy was so stressed that he kept getting lesions on his skin and everything, all that too, due to stress, or mounting stress and so forth. So I thought it was just kind of a funny movie, but it does happen. Stress can manifest itself in serious, serious physical manifestations at its most extreme point. That's the first time it happened to me, to be honest. So, yeah. Considering I was a hospital, had to stay overnight that time, and Canada Day, of all times, after the threats on my phone was taken, and the threats to take it before that, well, that proves everything, you know, that it is emotional pain and suffering, and not putting up with it anymore. That's it, that's all. So, half of these people who defame my name yell my BS on me when I leave the department. I don't even know their names. I don't know her name. And then defame my name, use my whole name. That is defamation, my friends. That is defamation. So anyways, yeah, I'm going to, oh God. I'm not sure when I passed out those 2 times. If it was narcolepsy attacks, maybe. Lack of sleep for over a month and what, almost a month and a half now. The most decent night's sleep I got in the month and a half was about a week in the past month and a half. Not all at once, but here and there, scattered here and there. But most of the time I stayed awake all night long, could not sleep. Kept waking up every half hour, every hour. You know, and yeah, that's really bad. So those 2 times I passed out or had a seizure, it could be confusing now for paramedics. Blood sugar's okay, so it's not diabetes. I know that for sure. But narcolepsy attacks, it could be that. Hope it's not seizures. If you used to go to the hospital those times, was both intervened. OSHA transport constables, paramedics, and the leaders of security as well. And they know about my seizure condition when harassment was at its peak a couple years ago, and so forth. Yeah. It always seems to occur when stress goes up more. The insomnia, though, is something new, and I have to deal with that. That's new, that's brand new. The longest time I had insomnia for a long time, the most threats I've been with ever in my life was trying to steal my phone, threats to steal my phone, phones taken, the phishing attempt into my account, and the text to get in my account. And actually, matter of fact, early on yesterday, I was at the dollar store, Dollar Tree. This one person was right behind me, like less than a foot behind me when I was at the cash, trying to get my debit card ready. And he was right behind me, like a foot behind me. Excuse me, get back. He refused to budge. So I'm concerned that he may have scammed my card and tried to get my account. That's another thing. And a warning for people, if you have a card, scammers will right behind you and scan your card and try to scam you. And skim your card and get all information and so forth. But no worries, I got a picture of them as soon as they left. Got a picture, got a time frame and everything. They saw me take a picture of them, so they know they're effed if they try to do anything of that, if that is the case. But judging how many times I've been victimized the past few months, and it's getting more extreme and getting worse. It got bad in December when people were knocking my door and banging my door back then. Now this new thing, well, we're going to put an end to this. We're going to track everything down and so forth. But the main thing is to deal with the insomnia, which is driving me crazy. The only reason I slept good was because I walked all the way from Vania all the way across town and all the way back, which took all day into the evening, which totally exhausted me. I did sleep well that night. Only 1 beer. Yay. And they call me an A drunk. Yeah, right. Yeah, racist idiots. Racist idiots. But anyways, when there's so many people way worse than me. But yeah. Anyways, just want to give an update what's going on. Health concerns and so forth. And keep safe. It's scam season again. If you're in a line with a card, make sure they're not right behind, like 1 foot behind you. Make sure they have a safe distance, a couple feet away. If they're too close behind you when at the cash, they can scan your card and skim your card. And these guys tried to do. And there were two of them, but I got a picture of them. So I don't think they're going to try anything because I got a picture of them and time frame and everything, and they saw that. So hopefully they won't do anything stupid if that was the case, but better safe than sorry, yeah? So all the harassment and defamation and threats and harassment I'm going through, and racism as well, going against me, and so forth. Defamation could be something like someone saying to someone like me, like, I'm a drug dealer, like the other one said, or I'm a prostitute, whatever. That's just defamation. Racial discrimination is when they mention indigenous culture in any form, shape, or way. Like native drunk is a very racial discriminant thing. And any authority figure, any person does that could be charged for racial discrimination and defamation as well. So it'll be two charges in one. So remember that. Do not use those words. You don't hear us saying, hey, there's a white person drunk. There's a white person drunk. And when people say, oh, there's a native, drunk native, or native drunk. You know, how about the white man? We don't go around going saying, hey, white man drunk, white man drunk, white man drunk, this, that. We don't go around saying that when there's so many of you guys around. But, and worse. But bear in mind, defamation is a big charge. Racial discrimination is a big charge as well. Native drunk is a racial discriminating charge. And other than lies about me, using my phone name and exposing my apartment and everything, using my phone name as someone did, and you know who you are. That is defamation. So when you don't even use someone's name or anything, all that, or license plate numbers or anything, that's not defamation. Defamation is when you use someone's phone name and go around talking to the whole building, for instance, saying lies about me and defaming my name. That is defamation. All the people this one person talks to, I don't even know their names either. That's defamation too as well. Anyways, that's about it. The insomnia is back. I'm standing for rights, and despite the intimidation, the defamation, the racial discrimination, and the lies, and so forth. No more. Take care, stay safe, make rich. Have a nice and safe day.